Hello, hello. So today I want to talk about a topic that's been on my mind a lot since becoming a dad, and that's responsibility. For so much of my life, my my life revolved mostly around my own goals and aspirations. Um, Not that I didn't have a responsibility to my friends or family. It's just that now with a kid, there's a new weight to my decisions. Everything is a lot more feels a lot heavier, more serious. If I'm not an effective entrepreneur or if I prioritize my own training over other tasks, it suddenly feels like I'm trading off my own selfish goals for my family's well-being. And it's led me to this question, where's the line between my responsibility to my friends, my family, my kid, and my own dreams? I think it comes down to using something as simple as Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So Maslow's hierarchy of needs is essentially a series of rungs. Well, it's a pyramid where at the bottom there's food, shelter, and it keeps going up and up until at the very peak of the pyramid there's self-actualization. But the idea is you can't even think about your highest aspirations for yourself if you don't have the bottom of that pyramid addressed. So if you don't have food, you're not going to be thinking too much about the impact you want to have on the world. But once you've hit the food part, then you can think about you can go up the pyramid. And for me, I think as long as I'm providing the foundational rungs, the bare necessities, I'm fulfilling my core responsibilities. And I'm not saying that that's what we should aspire to. That's not what I aspire to. But I think that is a passing grade. If you're fulfilling those basic needs, then you're passing. And it's okay. I mean, I personally want to do more, obviously. And so the challenge arises when we try to do it all, to crush it in every life category. And I'm finding out just how difficult that is, because you end up feeling like you're stringing together a bunch of sprints into an ultramarathon, and it's really tiring, and I constantly feel like I'm failing across the board. So what ends up happening is, maybe you drop a few balls and people around you have to pick it up. And I think it's really important to acknowledge that the people close to us may end up shouldering the weight of our dreams. And we need to ensure that those sacrifices are conscious choices and not something that people are doing for you without you realizing it. Because it's all too easy for a few late nights at work to turn into weeks, then months, and before you know it, everyone around you is carrying an invisible load, and that can fester into resentment. So these things have to be conscious. My wife and I consciously decided against certain things, like me attempting to climb Everest again until our youngest reaches a certain age. And even though I really want to get a motorbike, I've decided that I'm not going to even think about that until I'm 80 or, older. Maybe I'll be that 90-year-old on a motorbike. That'd be pretty cool. So ultimately, it's a matter of personal values and priorities. Anything beyond the bare necessities is a choice that we make based on our own goals and values. But it's a choice that impacts those around us too. I also believe that the degree of responsibility we bear for others is directly proportional to how much we've brought them into our own missions. So think of Ernest Shackleton. He sold his crew on his dream of being the first to cross the Antarctic. The moment they signed on, Shackleton became responsible not just for the success of his vision, but also for the lives of those who trusted him enough to join. And when their ship was crushed by ice and they became stranded, every decision he made carried the weight of that responsibility. In the end, Shackleton, his leadership and commitment ensured that his men made it through, even when his original vision wasn't possible anymore. And in the business world, leaders bear a similar responsibility for the careers and financial success of those who join their companies, especially in early stage startups where people are often taking pay cuts for the promise of future rewards and impact. Navigating these responsibilities while still pursuing our own dreams is a really delicate balancing act. And it's requiring just constant reflection for me, clear communication, and a willingness to make tough choices, find those trade-offs, and commit to them. And I won't lie, this has been difficult, and I'm still figuring it out. But I'm starting to see the shape of the entire problem space. So I don't think I've figured it out yet, but I'm definitely better than I was a year ago. For me, at least where I'm at right now, it's about ensuring that I'm always showing up as the best version of myself, as a father, leader, and just an individual dude striving to grow and have some impact. But also being attuned to the impact of my choices on those around me and making sure that their sacrifices are acknowledged and appreciated. So if you're grappling with the weight of responsibility in your own life, remember, it's all about finding that balance between honoring your commitments, staying true to your own path, and being mindful of the toll your dreams may take on others. I've been trying to define my non-negotiables and communicate openly with those who depend on me. And I'm trying to not be afraid to chase my own dreams while still being here for the people who matter the most. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.